Here.
Division 6, Marlon Barnes.
Here.
Division 5, Robert Harris. Division 4, Justin Lane.
Here.
Division 3, Frank Donato.
Here.
Division 2, Keith Dias.
Here.
Division 1, Shelley Sorsable.
Here.
Item number 4, adoption of agenda. Do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Do we have a roll call vote, please?
Thank you. Gary Van Dam.
Here.
Marlon Barnes.
Yes.
Robert Harris. Justin Lane.
Yes.
Frank Donato.
Yes.
Keith Dias.
Yes,
Shelley Sorsable.
Yes.
that's approved. Item 5, period open to the public. Yes, John, go ahead.
Roseman Community Services District, John Joyce from the Acton Aguadulce News. The Roseman Community Services District, tomorrow at 6, will be holding a tribute for Mr. Olaf Landsgaard, one of their directors who passed away. The public is welcome to attend.
Thank you very much for that announcement. Are there any other public comments?
Yeah.
Item 7, consent calendar. Do I have a motion?
I made a motion to accept the consent calendar.
A second.
Roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam.
Yes.
Marlon Barnes.
Yes.
Robert Harris. Justin Lane.
Yes.
Frank Donato.
Yes.
Keith Dias.
Yes,
Shelley Sorsable.
Yes.
that carries. Item number 8, items for consideration and possible action. 8A, adjudication and water master committee ad hoc. Is there a report from staff?
We'll provide a short report with regards to the water master meeting tomorrow. I will be representing the agency on that because Roberts Paris is out of the country. And some of the items that'll be under consideration at the water master meeting tomorrow include 3 new production wells for permit. Those are residential in nature and de minimis. We also will have a presentation on the Antelope Valley Water Master Annual Report for 2018. We will be looking to provide the board with a presentation on that report at the next meeting. We also have, there will be a staff report from the General Counsel with regards to the authority to lien property for non-payment of assessments, and that will be a policy document that will be discussed. They're also looking at a vote of less than unanimous of the board, Water Master Board, when there's a conflict of interest. So there's a policy matter with regards to that. So if one board member has a conflict of interest and the alternate's not available, they can still do business. So.
Well, aren't you at liberty to tell us who that is, or is that not public record yet?
It's not it's a policy.
It's a policy.
In case somebody has,
Oh,
what
I
would
see.
happen if somebody did.
Okay.
Not necessarily wait until the thing happens. And then there'll be a discussion of the Water Master Engineer Services for 2020 through 2021. And then just some updates with regards to other matters. Unless directed otherwise, plan to attend that meeting, and these are all fairly straightforward items that we should be able to handle without any considerable difficulty.
Any questions for Dwayne? Thank you very much, Dwayne. Item 9, general manager's report.
Okay, here we go. That doesn't seem to be working. This is the General Manager report for June 25th, 2019. Northern California, the 10-day forecast is mostly sunny and warm, but believe it or not, snow levels are dropping down to 8,000 to 9,000 feet over the mountains through Thursday and Friday, which is pretty remarkable given this time of year. Here's the graph I've been showing you on a regular basis, and you can see that even in this period here, you can see even in May we're not expecting much rain, but we were able to get some rain in May. Also, the allocation went from 70 to 75%. Here's your precipitation average. You can see we're right up in this range, right in there, and that's 136% of date. This line, this dark blue line there being the average. So you can see we're considerably above average, only have 2 or 3 years that we had greater precipitation than we have now. What's important here is the next slide shows the snowpack, which is, whereas 2 years ago we had more precipitation, but it was less snow, more of a warm rain. And so you can see we're beginning to die off here as we normally do during this particular period, but you can see even this is the northern Sierra, Middle Sierra, and Southern Sierra, and all had impressive snow amounts this particular year. As I keep indicating, here's our map of reservoirs, and as you can see, we're very much full in just about all conditions. You can see there that Oroville's right up at the top. Even San Luis Reservoir is above average for this time of the year. That will be drafting down on purpose in order to make space for the following year to come. Once again, here's the graph that shows what average is in Oroville, and you can see we're well above average here. Current storage is about 3.5 million acre feet, which is 98% of the total capacity, and we're at 119% of the historical average. So holding a lot of water that's available. One of the reasons why they're holding so much water in Lake Oroville and not trying to pass it through the delta at the present time is there is what they call a fall X2 that is required to maintain the salinity level in a wet year to meet the BIOP requirements, both from the Department of Fish and Wildlife Service and NIMS. And so they're keeping about 500,000 acre feet available for that fall X2 requirement. Here's the San Luis conditions. Current storage about 1.5 million acre feet, 75% of the total capacity, about 12% over average. Looking at so local conditions, we've bumped up at Quartz Hill. We're running currently about 39 million gallons a day. Roseman's up to 7 million gallons a day, and you can see the east side 1.6. We have the exchange with Palmdale at 2.1 million gallons a day. So about 49.9, almost 50 million gallons a day running through the treatment systems and through the conventional treatment systems. With regards to water banking recovery, geopurification treatment, the east side water bank running about 2.1 million gallons a day. West side about 3.9, that's the minimum that's required to keep the line fresh with treated water. Bed trench is off, and you can see there that we're running about 6 million gallons total. Looking at banking, here's the west side. We're banking about 165 acre feet a day. east side on 5 acre-feet a day. So you can see we've banked a little over 8,000 acre-feet total between the two banks there, closer to 8536. We also got a request to bank an additional 20,000 acre-feet this year for Metropolitan Water District through our current agreement, and so we'll be commencing that. Also, with the extra 5%, we might be adding a little bit of extra water banking on that aspect for ourselves. Turning to water quality, this is our graph that shows the THM results, and you can see that the green line here is our internal MCL that we like to maintain all deliveries within the system. Here is the actual MCL that the retail providers have to provide. You can see over the last couple of quarters we've been well below our internal amounts. Most of that can be attributed to the fact of using geopurification for the treatment of the TOC and that removal. It's interesting to note that if you're looking at timetables here, you can see that this time period is very close to where this peak time period was. So even though that if you look at it from a year ago till now, we're still a little bit lower than we were at that particular point. Some legislative updates. State agencies are seeking input on climate change resiliency workshop, and the Natural Resources Agency, California EPA, Department of Food and Agriculture are seeking public input to help Gavin Newsom fulfill his executive order. What they're trying to get is changing risks that would focus on extreme drought, floods, increased temperatures, wildfire, aging, contamination, water supply, and changing water demand, world peace, and other, no, just kidding. They want a little bit of everything that they'd like to solve with this public input. So the state officials will be soliciting input through the summer at their regular public meetings. There'll be workshops, and the public and public agencies can contribute to that. The agencies are encouraging stakeholder groups to work together to have a shared recommendation. If you're interested, the calendar of events is available on the water resiliency ca.gov, so we can check out that website. And the aspects of this that are important is that Gavin Newsom's concept that he laid out for the state with regards to water supply is an overarching water supply issue, and the conveyance project that's associated with the Delta State Water Project is only one piece of that overall plan, and this is how they're trying to develop this long-term plan. One particular important piece of legislation I wanted to make you aware of, we've been reporting to you on Senate Bill 1, which is the California Environmental Public Health and Workers Defense Act of 2019. What this does is it makes current federal clean air, climate, worker safety, and endangered species standards enforceable under state law before the Trump administration took office. And it also creates a citizen suit provision allowing any citizen to file litigation to enforce the baseline standards. It is standards under SB 1. This law is going to pass. It is being sponsored by the Senator Pro Tem. So it's definitely with the supermajority that the Democrats have, they're going to be able to do that. What is happening is that the results of this will have a great detrimental effect on the cooperative agreements that were being negotiated in order to comply with the new Delta Clean Water Standards that the State Water Resources Board were trying to resolve. This is one of Gavin Newsom's. It's strongly endorsing this process of these cooperative agreements, and so for that reason, there's been a significant lobbying effort that is undertaken in order to prevent that from occurring. What that means to us is that we wouldn't be able to utilize those cooperative agreements, and it would cost us hundreds of thousands of acre feet of water going down into the Delta that otherwise wouldn't be there if this law was to pass in order to comply with the standards as currently written. So it has a pretty significant impact. As far as events and schedules, we have a legislative trip to Washington, D.C. for July 15th through the 18th. We have a Water Master Board meeting Wednesday, June 16th. And just received today a schedule for the public negotiation sessions through July and August for the agreement in principle with regards to the single Delta conveyance project. So those will be going on through July and August. Happy to answer any other questions that you may have.
Any questions from the board?
Yeah, I have one. The legislative trip, I mean, we're supposed to meet the Congresswoman Katie Hill, you know. So what, and it's regarding the progress regarding grants. Right. Is there anything that's updated on that?
We have a confirmed dates. What we don't have, in other words, there's going to be two days of meetings in Washington, D.C. We have, what I've seen is talking to probably 8 to 10 various legislators and staffs during those 2 days, but that hasn't been completely firmed up and confirmed yet. They're still working to firm up that period. So there'll be 2 days of meetings that myself and Shelley Sourceville and any of the other directors that would like to attend, we'll go through a series of meetings, meeting with not only the Congresswoman, but also senators and other members of key legislators that can help move this item forward. Townsend and Associates are lobbying.
Are they also including Kevin McCartney as well?
Yes, Kevin McCartney is part of that list.
Okay.
Definitely so.
John, did you have a question?
Yes, Dwayne, is all the water from Metropolitan going into a single water bank, or will it be split up between water banks?
Right now, we would put all of Metropolitan's water within the West Side Water Bank under our existing agreement.
Item 10, committee meeting recap report for informational purposes only.
Yes, I have that here. Yes, there was a Water Bank Resources Committee meeting on June 13th. There was a discussion with regards to an update on the High Desert Water Bank. There was also discussions with regards to the leased groundwater production right. Some discussions with the Metropolitan Water Bank, 20,000 acre feet of additional supply. There was also an update with regards to possible connection to the North Edwards Water District. We also discussed a possible term sheet with Principal Beach and Orange and San Luis Obispo County. And those are the items that were discussed during that open meeting during that period. For any of the board members would like any more information on those, I'll be happy to provide it.
Any questions? All right, thank you, Dwayne. Item 11, directors' reports. Do any directors have reports to make? Okay, thank you. Item 12, attorney report.
I have no report.
Thank you. Item 13, old business. Do we have a reason to go into closed session?
We do. We have items B, C, and D.
B, C, and D. Do I have a motion for those items?
Second.
Roll call vote, please.
Gary Van Dam,
Yes.
Marlon Barnes,
Yes.
Robert Harris is not present, Justin Lane,
Yes.
Frank Donato,
Yes.
Keith Dias,
Yes.
Shelley Sorsable.
Yes.
Carried. Okay, we'll go into closed session in about 5 minutes.